All right, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. Cosmic here. We're back with more Chaos Zero Nightmare. Got ourselves a crispy Dr. Pepper today, and excited to dive back in with Tiphera. And I did a quick look at kind of what everyone else has been building, and it does seem like people have gravitated towards the build that I've been doing and kind of already have been working on quite a bit. We already did our video and all that stuff, but now we are in the process of refining the deck. And for those that don't know, if we actually go to Tiphera here, I have been all in on trying to showcase this version of creation and destruction. And while it is a bit RNG baked into it, where it is not going to be the most consistent, like, you're probably better off just doing this version and just having a more consistent build with it. But it's not going to do nearly as much damage, and that's just not as cool, right? So if you want to maximize your damage, and if you want to do all the big meme numbers with it, then yes, you want to use the 5th version here, which we talked about in our video and showcased early preview for. But as some of you may know, unfortunately, I do not have an Orlea deck, and I was trying to farm before stream and still failed to get an Orlea deck. So we need to, at some point, finish the Orlea deck so we can actually, like, you know, figure out what this damage threshold is supposed to be. Because for our save data, we got a pretty decent shell. Now, again, these are just 2 exhaust cards that are going to get gone. I would not change a thing in this, all things considered. Like, this is good for what it is. Now, obviously, to get more damage and to get even higher values from this, we do need to see a 4th quantum seed here. This is one that, as we think about, normally we wouldn't want to take 4 copies of a card, but keeping in mind with Typhera's set, you want to get more AP generated, and you also want to get more damage buffs through one of her archetype cards. So this is kind of unfortunately, but this is one of those times where, like, it is actually correct to try and do a 4 divine build, and there's really not much room for negotiation in this matter, because even at value where something like Spore might be nice, the amount of damage that you're going to be able to get off something like Spore is still going to fall behind where we are getting with the archetype one, that is archetype triangle. Because again, keep in mind, we need to cast this 10 times, and at least in our testing so far, we're only getting about like 6 or 7 casts. Now, that might just be because I don't have the 4th version yet, but we are going to try to get the divine for this, and getting the cost reduction is going to be the most important, because when you're trying to go up to 9 AP, spoiler, you do need to save where you can, so this needs to get cut down. So that's kind of where we're going next, but unfortunately, we are going to be working on the Orlea deck, wherever Orlea is at. There she is. Because quite literally, this is the only Orlea deck that I have, and it's terrible. So we need to clearly change that. And John, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well, brother. So we are going to be diving right back in, going through our, trying to go through, I should say, the chaos and getting upgrades for the Orlea deck. I guess that was another poll that we had. And so sorry for starting the stream a bit late. We were up for like 25 hours straight, and I definitely just crashed. I had to, like, just take a step out of my office and go rest a little bit. So let's see if we have more. Oh, sick. I guess we do have a couple more upgrades to get here. I wish it would tell us what the actual buffs here are. Anywho, we are just going to dive right back in, as I mentioned. Make sure we just click through all this stuff. Actually, how many prisms do I have? All right, I guess it won't tell me how many prisms I have. I just have to go look. We have 88. Do I want to use him on Tiphera? I don't know. I don't know what character I want to use him on next, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like, generally speaking, I prefer to use it on supports just because, like, you're going to see them more often, but Tiphera is a bit limited in her cards because, again, she's only going to boost, like, heavy hitters, but getting a foil version of Quantum Seed would be really cool. Like, if we're going to get... Oh, actually, I guess we kind of need a lot, right? We need 4... We would need 4 total because we're always going to see those. And then dual creation, I just kind of hate taking upgrade cards because you never see them anyways, right? You know what? Because we're having such a good time with Tiphera, let's we're going to do a little quick tenor and see if we can get the sands. For how good it's been, I think I owe it to the game to throw a 10 spot at the buffs. I don't even know if I have my 4 stars built out now that I think about it. I don't know where all of those are laid out. I have seen other people get so lucky on these, by the way, and like, yeah. I used 180 pulls to finish Narja, which is why I'm always like very skeptical of like pulling on these, but I guess we'll throw another little 10 at it. Trying to get like just Quantum Seeds because again, that's like the MVP for me personally in terms of like her build overall. It's kind of like getting Source of Water on Mika, right? Oh, I miss my boy. Miss my boy Cassius, man. Although, to be fair, Tiphera does fill a lot of that role. All right. This is not looking good for us. We'll do one more. All right, I'm done. Yeah, we do not have good luck with these. I take back every nice thing I said about the foil cards. Hey, Snuffalo, how's it going? Where is it? This one? Oh, did I already buy the monthly? I guess I already bought the monthly 20. Dang. Don't stop now, go all in. I should learn my lesson. We did not get lucky in the past with it, y'all. It was not a good time. And yes, we are dealing with absolute insane modifiers to try and finish this deck, so we're gonna simply hope for the best that we can actually see the divine that we need. But we've already spent like 3 days trying to farm for this Orlea deck without any luck, so I don't know. I'm not too optimistic, all things considered. Been seeing the arena boss end a lot of runs today. Oh god. What is the because of work and stuff, I haven't looked into it. What is the reward for clearing the new special boss? I would assume it's just like an extra God Hammer or something, which is like, you know, not really worth diving in for. I guess we want to go down here for the double. If we don't see an early divine node, maybe go down here for the double elite, double reroll. Which means we want to go, I guess, just the bottom track here, actually. Sorry to hear that you're also not feeling well. It's just that time of year for a lot of us, it feels like. Just getting sick. Whatever, we'll just use it to take out the guy while we can. Once again, getting shafted by neglect, getting rid of our key cards. 4-degree temp swings mess me up. Dude, I am the same way on that. Which is another reason why I need to get out of the north, because here it's very common for us to have like 50-degree temperature changes. That's just not fun. We'll do a battle, I guess. I mean, it's also going to be nice because we, the one thing I forgot to consider when trying to, like, put the other build together, but we also didn't expect to get it when we did. I need to redo my Tiphera build anyways because I don't have the vulnerable weapon on her. So I need to make sure that we are still being able to apply vulnerable because with the version of Orlea that we have to build, we actually don't get an easy way to loop vulnerable stacks, unfortunately. Fixed shield's pretty weak. We'll just take that as a currency generator for us. No more solo leveling spoilers. Dang, close. I will say also, like, as awkward as this team can feel individually for, like, their kits, playing all three of them together in one team is very, very comfortable, I will say, for Chaos at least. It does always feel bad to be like, hey, look at all my 5 stars, but we are dealing with some pretty insane modifiers that I just need the help surviving and getting through it. Oh, nice. Do love me some crits. But yeah, name of the game tonight is going to be go until we hit our... I guess we can't. All right, no. Is it going straight across? 1, 2, 3. There's the arena, which under perfect situations we don't want. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have 4 if we go straight across, actually. 1, 2, 3. Because then we get cut off. Oh, no, we don't. We still have this one here. And we have to fight an elite node either way. Okay, well, no matter what, we have to fight a powered-up enemy. Do we have growth acceleration yet? I was not even... Okay, we do. Actually, no. I don't want to trigger a fight, just in case. We do not want to get any upgrades yet, or roll any cards. Third attack card created. I don't think it's worded that way, right? It just changes the cost for her card. It doesn't like recreate it, so that can't buff her her 9-cost card at all. And also for those who might not have seen it on, I guess Ironclad's fine for clearing this. For those who might not have seen it on either Twitter or in the Discord, we actually did unlock the use 15 action points in a turn achievement working on her OTK build. So I know like 9 AP might seem like a lot of effort, but if you refine the build and actually put in the work, you're actually getting like 15 to 20 AP in a turn. It's kind of absurd what is possible with, again, assuming RNG goes your way. Yes, it is a DBZ reference. For those of us that grew up on Toonami and whatnot. I was just very happy that we were able to get such a high number going without needing Orlea just yet. What's the OTK build? It is using creation and destruction that can go up to a 1600% base damage. So right now I'm just working on an Orlea deck that can help push the damage even higher. Womp womp. Now what we want to get there. The only unfortunate part about this build is that, like, we really don't have a third character for it, so we are probably just gonna end up using, like, our Mika for the third slot, just because she is a, you know, neutral deck in that regard. But I might have to, like, go back into the depths of, like, all the character kits and try to figure out what works and what doesn't, that we might be able to lean into. Had to spend AP to get down to harmonization. Oh my god, I already forgot. I said straight across, right? Yep. Hey, Sunil, welcome to the stream. And yeah, I will agree. Typhera has been really fun for the RNG. Again, she's not going to be as consistent or as flexible as, like, Narja and stuff, but she definitely has a home in some builds. Because we're dealing with credit loss, we're probably still needing to do the credit gain for this event. No worries. Brother, my name gets misspelled or spelled so many different ways. I am totally fine with it at this point. It is definitely meant to be a play on Cosmic, though, as in the S. But yeah, we'll see if we can ever get our Divine for Orlea. That would be nice if the game could actually give me the missing piece. And Ironclad is just so good for having, like, a comfy, enjoy your Giga Shields moment. I mean, if that crits, it'll kill him, I guess. Right. Guess I deserve that. Nope, got the damage increase again. Damn. Ah, whatever. What do I think of the select one, create two card for Tiphera? So there is a combo that I talked about between two of her cards that just gives you the ultimate consistency. I am very hard pressed to ever consider something beyond that pairing. Just because of how much that it does for consistency and making sure that you're always able to get all of your archetype cards every turn. I will say, like, one of the big parts for me personally is that the more I use Typhera's kit, unlike Narja, it does feel like something is missing from Typhera's kit. So it's got to be, it might not be, but I'm assuming we are going to get the rest of her kit making sense with Rita once we get the third banner. I think I'm seriously like 0 and 16 on Divines already, man. I'm so tired of this. We're going to try to re-roll it just because we're so close, but this is likely another no bueno run. Actually, do I still have that set up on my... No, I don't have the shortcut. I don't have the shortcut on my thing, unfortunately. Hey, Kiki. I think Typhera is a good character on account, assuming that you really like to play one-hit characters. If you don't, if you don't like Haru, if you don't like 9, I would say that she's probably going to be a very easy skip in that regard. What card pairing am I talking about for her? One second. Do I still have this pulled up? Where is my images? Anyways, where is sources? So these two cards are the ones that I'm talking about. So Quantum Seed puts 3 archetypes into your draw pile. You draw one of them. And then it activates a retain effect on one of Typhera's cards, which then allows you to trigger the form convergence, which will immediately draw those other 2 archetype cards. So every time, and you hold this in your hand because it has retain. So every single time that you're casting this Quantum Seed, you are getting all 3 archetypes immediately. Meaning you are never going to brick your draws when you are using Typhera's kit. And by the way, this is what we're trying to farm as well. For the, actually, I can make that a little bit bigger probably. Because I'm sure more people will be asking about this. Nope, that did not work. Whoop. There we go. Anyways, this pairing is what I would very strongly recommend, like, everybody to invest in. There you go. Have I been farming off stream? Only a little bit. I did like 3 or 4 Orlea runs and just whiffed on all of them. Man, this game hates me. Get a removal just in case we hit on the second half. Leave. Elite. If you mean for Typhera, yes. You want to get Divine Quantum Sands to make it cost 0. And then for Orlea, we're looking for the 0-cost version of Growth Acceleration with a Draw Divine on it. I don't see where you get the AP for the 9-cost here. So, it's all based on RNG. So, to give you an idea, Spooky, I generated 16 action points, I think, or it was 16 or 17 action points in a single turn with Typhera's kit. It is a bit disgusting once you pull it all together. Yeah, I gotta say, I hate running Typhera in Chaos, man. Like, it actively sucks. It feels... If you feel frustrated with Typhera in, like, trying to farm her decks, trust me when I say that is very real and very valid. I like, it is, like, what, 12 hours in of playing? I hate Typhera in Chaos if she's not, like, heavily carried by 2 other people. The RNG of, like, just immediately bricking your turn is awful. We're never going to use this, but, like, sure. Yeah, because we got the achievement for using, like, 14 AP in a turn or whatever. Did I post in the Discord? Yeah, so there's an achievement for using 15 AP in a single turn, and we got more than that with Typhera. So we might have been closer to 20 AP in a single turn generated with Typhera. And something I want to keep in mind, right? The 20 AP that I'm referencing is with her, like, consistent build, not with the, like, actual high-rolling build that Typhera can do. So when it comes to AP generation, like, she is by far and away the best. Again, it's just unfortunately going to be one of the RNG modes. Oh, is there one for 20? Okay, I need to go back and try that then. Because I was not going for the challenge. I was just looping the card. So I could probably unlock the 21 with the build that I have on her now. Oh, wait, we have to do the, sorry, we have to do the reroll first. Ave Maria! For those that don't know, we've been chasing this for like literal days. Oh my god. We have... I really wish I had the counter going so y'all knew how long this has been going for. Oh my fucking god. Alright, we gotta lock in and actually finish this run now. Oh! Yeah, don't misclick. Jesus. Okay. We are going to be very serious, and we are going to be very focused on finishing this run because I have been searching literal days worth of farming. Yes, I played Lost... I streamed a little bit of Lost Ark. We stopped playing Lost Ark after Belshazzar hard mode, and I did it on launch for Belshazzar hard mode. Not on launch. What's on release? There we go. That's what I'm looking for when her banner was out. Okay. Think. Name a car for an edit. 2000 Mitsubishi Eclipse. So, okay, so we still need to get 3 removals. Wait, this is a 180, right? Okay, so this is a 180. We got one of our removals done already. Yes, we're gonna delete Annoying and Sacred Sensor. And then I have to get this on the right epiphany as well. Okay, so... Now, the important thing is... I gotta make sure that I don't screw up the... Okay, hold on. Let me go back. Because for those that don't know, I always build these out because I've screwed up so many builds by not just having a visual reference. I guess we can delete that now. Sorry, deleting stuff from the video earlier. Where is my Orlea build? Oh my god, Oh, there we go. Okay, hold on. Let me drag this up here really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 20, 40, 60, 80, 140. Oh, I guess we can only do 3 copies, now that I think about it. I keep forgetting with this build, you have to, we're limited because we're doing the extra removal on this, which screws up our, cycling. Does Sacred Sensor have a version that I can just use, not have to delete something? So I guess I have to remember that it's only 3 copies for this, potentially. Oh god, did you get me? Please don't tell me you got me singing Ave Maria in real time. Thank you so much for grabbing that, by the way. The one time that I'm not recording on my backup. Oh yeah, but the lead one gives you the extra creations though. This is one of those memes where like I didn't expect to get this far in real time. Now the other problem is like we don't have a lot of extra resources. I have to like hope that we get the double removal event in the later half, but we're gonna get rid of annoying here to try to make sure we get our. Again, we still have to wait for this to get the right epiphany as well, though. So annoying can get deleted. That's totally fine. Also increases our copy chance, right? Okay. Not gonna buy anything else because we're kind of just broke. Holy shit, I just forgot that we were right before the boss on that. How insanely lucky was that? I was so ready to quit out. Oh, well, I guess we're gonna get stuck with discarding our hue. So, if we take the creation, so what? I said we get 20 points back then, right? So it would be 60, 120. Yeah, so if we don't remove Sacred, we can get the opportunity to get an extra Divine copy. So I think we are gonna try to lean into this best we can. No, we're doing we always do 180 builds where possible because I am a glutton for punishment. Well, at least we got a good amount of shields, I guess. All right, big Swifty boy. Double big Swifty boys. I mean, I guess we're just going to start stacking up damage on one of these guys. Oh, 8120. Yeah, exactly. Like, we would, if we don't remove Censor, we can get our 4th copy. But that also means that we're giving up the Spore opportunity. Which technically does give us additional damage. So again, at this point, it's RNG if we get the if we even get the extra copy event, right? Like we might just miss. So keep that in mind. Like we're not out of the woods yet on that one. Fighting Spirit, but nothing to use it on. Love that for me. Clean up our hand a little bit. Make sure our draw piles, our draw pile is free. Would the 4th copy worth giving up Spore? Well, the thing is, like, Spore is an extra damage modifier, which is nice. So I think it's one of those things that we just have to try to get the best value out of it we can. Where is my... Okay. Because, again, there's something to keep in mind about Spore. Even though that they nerfed Spore itself, it is another value in the damage calculator, kind of like Vulnerable, where it's just another way that you can boost your damage. So it is still worth it, I think, in a lot of situations. I don't think we're going to get as much value anymore out of it compared to like where Spore was at in the past, but I still want to get one copy in case we don't get the other... or actually, do we want to use our... Sorry, just making sure we're doing a big bonk real quick. I want to try to get the Spore just for the sake of like talking, being able to talk about the build and include that as a reference. As a 9 enjoyer, I'm assuming that Tiphera is a must pull. Yes, she is one of the, or she is the best support for characters like 9, like Haru, like Keiran, stuff like that. Bro, can I please just draw back into my attack? That would be nice. Yeah, the challenge is, like, I'm not sure that we're going to be able to realistically get 10 spores every time, right? Because you only get 2, or you only get 1 spore on retain, right? If I remember correctly. So, like, every cast is only giving us 2. What am I doing from this hand? Do we have an exhaust card in our... Oh, wait, actually, can this... I forget. Can this draw any? Or no, it's you. Hold on. Do we have a different... I don't think we have an archetype card in our... Okay, yeah, hold on. Does this actually just draw Hue for us? Oh, it actually does just unironically draw Hue. That is kind of hilarious. I guess I didn't really take that into consideration as an option, but here we are. For some reason, I thought Tiana was only draw a exhaust card of this character. So technically, if Rita is ignition focused, like I'm speculating that she is, that's going to be a really good partner for those types of abilities. So we want to copy Orlea. All right, one step at a time. One step at a time. Just to give us some reassurance, I guess. And we don't need any of those. So keep in mind, when we're thinking about partners, we also want to think about like what type of buffs that they're going to be able to give to the rest of the team. Gaia was very, very good for Narja because she basically gives you a free morale buff, which is exactly what multi-hitting style of characters want. So Gaia was a pretty noticeable upgrade as a partner option. And with Tiana, we get not only a multiplicative damage boost, but we also get enhanced crit rate, which when you think about these types of characters that basically get to do one big attack or not, you pretty much want every single instance of a crit rate as possible. Like anything to give even more damage or the chance of more damage when you're building up all those, you know, you're spending 2 turns to build in this big attack. Nothing feels worse than not critting. Now, you can make the argument for using like the proto skill and rewinding the turn and resequencing to try to crit again, but overall, it is one of the better partners that we've had so far. And also keeping in mind, things like Gaia, things like Tiana, those are just going to be very good partners to have on those combatants because Narja now is always going to go into a multi-hitter defense-based team, and Tiphera is always going to go into a heavy-hitting or a one-hit heavy-hitting team. Any theories on Rita? So my impression on Rita is that she's going to be all-around ignition, or is it incinerate? The one that gets value for exhaust cards. I guess technically both do, but the one that you exhaust the target card for value. Stuff like Black Lumen. Because Tiphera has a really good Epiphany that just does not have a home right now outside of the seasonal content. And that bums me out a little bit. We have Ironclad, so that might actually be really good for this. Okay, we don't need the arena buff. I'm not going to go brick this run by throwing my head into the wall with the special boss. So we need a shop. God, we need a lot. We still have to get our Epiphany. We still need a minimum of 2 more removals. And we want to try to farm the event. I mean, that's 3 random events in a row plus an elite for more currency. Oh, this doesn't go up to the shop, though. I don't think we can afford only 1 shop at the end. So hold on. That does not work. Let me go back. Like, we have to go for one of these. Which means I think we have to RNG into this, unfortunately. Which means we take the double fight up here because we need the credits pretty badly, and we still get 2 random nodes. Again, we're not going to go into the arena, but we still get 2 nodes to try to get removal event or extra money, what have you. So I guess we have to go top here. This might kill me, but I hopefully not. And then try to go over here to these shops on the last part of it. And just really hope we get the copy event before the checkpoint. Or I guess we want to go this way because it's 2 chances at the copy event. Okay, so top into middle. Yeah, I do love Typhera's design, I will say. Like, they've been doing a great job of leveling up, like, the design of the characters and the details and everything, patch over patch. Yeah, we are not using any equipment enhancements, thankfully. That is the one that I've screwed up enough times myself already. I think that's, like, the mistake everybody makes this season, and then you're like, oh, I guess, you know, I guess it was finally my turn to do it, but I've been pretty safe. Yeah, we don't take the first shop. We have lots of events to get double removal, and we're not gonna buy the Spore card until these last shops, because we want to try to get the copy event, and we can't do copy event plus Spore. And also, like, getting Epiphany on the Spore card does not matter, right? Yeah, I need to get this to Epiphany just so we can re-roll it if we have to. So the mistake is forgetting that the equipment has a cost of 10 points when you refine it. I just did that backwards. Oopsies. Okay, well now that feels extra silly that he's gonna live. Alright, nobody saw this. I mean, we're one-shotting everything here with the Ironclad anyways, I guess. Getting extra APs is always very nice. Do some extra bonking really quick. Thank you, crits. How many copy events are there? Only one. It is a rare event as well. Is there two? Oh, is the event that gives you the mythic weapon also a copy event? I've only seen that event once, so I literally do not remember what the other modes are for it, other than you get the mythic weapon from it. Okay, thank you, Frogman. Keep me honest on that one, then. Yeah, I really, I guess we are at low stress. Like, I'm trying to think, do we want the legendary equipment to try to sell it for the extra gold, or do we just take the extra epiphany here so we can re-roll it in a shop? But I think we have to force the epiphany so that we can get it as a re-roll later if needed. Now, again, if we get the divine on the upgrade that we want, that's going to be really annoying, but we can, you know, try to fix it later. Cool, 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 cool. Well, I'll tell you right now, we definitely don't want sturdy. Resolve 2 is hilarious, by the way. All right, well, this might be unfortunate. But again, this is why we were trying to force the epiphany early so that we can re-roll it. Try to re-roll it. So, okay, we're going to have 3 meditations. Oh, okay, 3 meditations means that we do want to do some extra fights. Yeah, definitely not out of the weeds yet for this sequencing. Yeah, the unfortunate part of, like, being close on the, oh, you know what? We never got the, I totally forgot to see what her gear is looking like. What weapon do we want, then? Oh, we never got the harp, though, which only... The harp only drops in the arena, right? No, wait, no. Harp only works for who's using it. Never mind. Never mind. That doesn't work anyways. Shoot. Bro, all the divines in the world. Unfortunately, this buff happens after the fact. But we will just take our creation and destruction. Get our free healed and shield that way. We're just gonna play buff the Swifty, I guess. Not really doing a lot of damage yet, but well. I really like Tiphera if you want to have a heavy-hitting character like Nine or Haru to go with her, but I think she can be a bit limiting otherwise. Like, she's not as flexible as Narja by any means. Isn't Harp based on... Did I already... Hold on. I literally covered it in my video, I thought. Or I might have cut that section. Okay. So, Harp of Conflict. For 1 turn, when each of damage, shield, and heal has been activated through cards by allies, increase damage amount of allies by 15% for 1 turn. Wait, so it is allies for both. For 1 turn, when each damage, shield, and heal has been activated through card... Okay. So, Harp of Conflict is just actually goated no matter what. Which, again, I'm pretty sure only comes from the arena, so rest in peace, us. We probably just need to gamble for the credits here. All right, let's not die to random ass upgraded idiots. Oh, I mean, we got ironclad, man. Surely we're good. Oh, generate burning? How rude. The temptation to just open with a bonk. Okay, we at least got a sturdy to help us out here. And then ironclad, I mean, is, you know, pretty ideal, all things considered, for this type of enemy. So now we can just ramp up our damage here with the softy, which is very welcomed. Use the baby one just because we can, and then, damn, yeah, that is a good amount of it's a good amount of damage ramp we can get if it crits. Yep, love to see that. Oh wait, we're 1 AP short. Oh no, we are ironclad. Never mind, we're good. Bonk. Everything's fine. Jesus Christ. Woo! Still doing good damage. I'd love to see it. Crimson Sword. We do want to just get out of the pool of legendaries that we can get. Sure. This one looks cool. I'm gonna go this way. Ah. I mean, the extra credits might be nice. But definitely not the type of event that we want to see right now. Yep, just get that out of the card pool. Have I tried testing her with Chiron? I haven't got her, but my theory is for Typhera for long fights clogs the deck. No, actually, so there is like one combo cards in particular that makes her extremely consistent for getting her buffs. It just doesn't have as high of a payoff in her as the like pure gambling side of her kit can have. Where's my... Actually, you know, it's probably going to come up a lot, so... Because if people haven't watched my video, they probably haven't... Why? Uh-oh, what got deleted? Where is my image? Great riff video when? Whenever I finish farming for this. Oh my god, where is my Tiphera image? There we go. Let me make this really big, really quick. Okay, so if you use these two cards together in particular and just copy Quantum Seed, if you get this to have a divine where it costs 0, you're going to be feeling really great. But this is like the must-build combo for Typhera, unless you want to try to high roll what I call the casino build, which is the pure RNG of just throwing archetypes into the deck and hoping for the best. But this is absolutely bonkers in testing. And this is, for me personally, as someone who does favor consistency above all, this is a combination that I'll be using on all of my Typhera builds going forward. No questions asked. Again, there's definitely like more high rolly things that we could be doing, but I'm not that much of a gambling man at the end of the day, so I am not gonna risk it. Sure, bro. Fortitude 2. I've been getting so many neutral epiphanies lately. Tiana's passive is OP. I think it's one of those things where like partners have just been in a awkward spot up until like Narja, and then Narja was like, oh shit, they're making a very real 5-star partner, right? When we got all those 5-star buffs. And now with Tiphera being like the next one after it, other than 9, it's like, oh shit, we really got to make sure the support has a good partner. So both Tiphera and Narja's supports are pretty damn insane. If you want to stick around, or if you can stick around, Mike, I can go through like the actual sequencing of it after this run for you, so you can like see it in action. If damage to a card was not dealt to an enemy by an ally for 1 turn. Oh, this is just like the counterattack stuff, right? I mean, sure, we don't need this, but we will extract it for even more credits, I guess. 60 credits do be 60 credits, yo. Okay, which way did I say? Because we want to hit as many of these shops now as possible. We have effectively 3 meditation chances. Unfortunately, we also need to remove cards. Not getting the removal event is a bit yikes. And we do want to go to the elite for the extra money as well. You know what? I think I'm going to go here because I need this to be the double removal if it's going to be, because that will save us money in the shop as well. And then we could still do shop, pray like hell this is a copy event, shop. I think for that probably makes the most sense here. Also, Event Horizon is another card that I know feels so awful in Chaos, but I promise you, like, it's actually really good outside of Chaos. Oh, man, just went all in on pulling? Yeesh. Stronger spirit than I, for sure. Alright, I guess Sturdy's just gonna give us a shit ton of heals this turn. That's fine. Oh, sick. We actually got the combo to show off. So yeah, that was the combo. So we got to trigger the convergence, so we immediately drew all 3 of our archetype cards. Now, unfortunately, they whiffed, I guess, because they're all literally the same thing. That's a bit unfortunate. Oh yeah, I guess we have nothing else to draw off that. Well, dang, we have nothing to loop here. I am sandbagging my ego skill points just in case we do hit like a random hard enemy. Guess might as well try to heal up a little bit because we can. Oh, all right. Let's hope for the best on this event. I don't remember which one this is, I'm being super honest. Damn. I mean, decreased stress is nice, but I mean, we obviously just want to take the money. All right, well, we got a lot of credits, y'all, but it's about to disappear very, very fast. On our oh, God, we might still... The fact that we might still whiff on this build is stressing me the hell out, man. Oh, dear. I guess we can just go into this version. At worst, we can flash the growing creature. That's true. You know what? You're right. You're so right. I was saving my flashes for like an emergency, but that would be worth it in this case. Actually, hold on. Dude, you are so right. Hold on. I have not really been using my flashes. So that means we should be actually using our credits for the removal and making sure that we're getting the rest of the stuff that we need. Because we still don't have a weapon for her. The lead cards, whatever. We're gonna keep the spore just to keep the spore. We have 2 more shops to go, so we just save the credits here. And yeah, like, if we don't hit the copy event, like, I'll be okay with 3. Like, I want to just have a build that is complete, not perfect. Like, for me personally, like, I want to at least showcase builds to you guys so you can be like, oh, is this something I want to build? Yes or no. Like, my theory crafts have all been pretty spot on, but it's a lot different to actually be able to showcase, like, hey, this is how you sequence the plays. This is like the type of damage you can do. So I really hope we can actually put something together for it. And I do hate these guys with a passion. Oh, I totally forgot we have the agony. There we go. Well, that's one problem out of the way. Oh, I just realized that this is a... Oh, that feels even worse. For some reason, I thought this would turn into one, but clearly not the case. Let's just flood our hand with... Yeah, I can see how that can clog your hand, like, instantly. That's not a good feeling. Alright. Alright, for all the marbles. Alright, guys, sorry, one more shop, and then for all the marbles. Are we gonna get our copy event? God, 200 for meditation. Yeah, that's... We can't afford that, y'all. God, 200. Wait, so we don't want to use the 200 here in case the last one is a removal event. So we don't have to, we only have one more card to remove, which is fine. Don't really care about extra agony stacks. Yeah, so it has to be an attack card, though. So what? We need to save 200 credits for the removal, and that's it, right? I guess we could try to remove... Oh, you know what? If we don't get... No, hold on. We do want to use the removal event here because if we don't get the copy event, we can just remove Sacred Censor because we don't want to potentially brick our hand if we don't get the copy event, and then we can pick up a Spore off the last one. So never mind. We do need to remove the Healing of Light here, which means we're also going to be super broke, actually. So we can't afford to... Yep. All right. Is RNG going to bless us today? Sure doesn't look like it. I think we have all of our epiphanies, which means that this should just be a money increase for us. Oh, never mind. We still had something. Oh, man. Bugger. How to get the right cards to copy in a deck? Praying to whatever deity you believe in, pretty much. Just lucky and a lot of repetition. Money increase always grays out the text. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, 20 plus 60 is 180. I can count. So if we don't find Spore, we delete Sacred Censor. Yes. And we still don't have a weapon. Wait, what do we have for our... Oh, we have the evade cloak, which is fine, I guess. Does anyone know if phototype works across characters? I'm assuming it doesn't. Can you quickly show the best Orlea deck to use with any two with 9? Pretty much the one that I've been trying to work on. So I haven't done the testing if Spore is worth it or not. Like, that's kind of the up in the air part. Oh. Coffee delivery. So what, we have 240. We can use a flash on this. So yeah, it really just comes down to refreshing and then potentially removing this for the last card. Okay. Oh, reorganize is like, no, that's not worth it. Like, this is cool because you can get like an extra morale boost or something. Like, all right, but we still have 2 rerolls, so probably not worth it. Like, I'd rather just remove the card that we're talking about. We are playing Chaos Zero Nightmare tonight. It's basically like a gotcha Slay the Spire. None of those are important. Okay. So we got Spore Harvester, which means we don't use the other one, right? That's what we decided. Make sure I... Oop. Oh, make sure I counted everything correctly. So we're at 100 points. Adding the neutral is 120. Our next copy is free. Or wait, no, hold on. I'm way under. This is why I gotta always count this shit out, man. I swear to God, I always mess this up. Sorry, hold on. I gotta use my stupid ass counting. So 60 for divines. The copying is free. Just so y'all can see what I'm doing. So, oops. 20, 40, 60. And then the first two copies are free, so we don't have a copy tax. 60 for divines. 84 removal. 20 neutral. Oh, we have 20 extra points, don't we, then? Why... Why do we have 20 extra points? What did I mess up? Was it always supposed to be 2 spores for 180? Is that what it was? Spore harvesters are 20. So 60 for the divines, 80 for the removal, because we're going to remove all of these. The top row of stuff, right? And then 20 for picking up the spore harvester. I guess we could have gotten an arena buff then. Damn. Okay, well, I guess I goofed a little bit. Oh, we're not gonna have enough, yo. We're gonna be just short of, we're just shy on the removal. So do we value the spore harvester or... Yeah, the build's not perfect anyways. That's very true. No. So I gotta remember that I'm doing this for the sake of the video. So we do want to pick up spore harvester so that we can like have that as a showcase. So never mind. That's fine. We are gonna grab spore harvester on Orlea. And then we never got a weapon. I totally forgot to look for a weapon for her as well. No, this was the this is the last shop. If we didn't waste that meditation earlier, we would have been able to fix this, but whatever. Is training ever... No, we don't want to go for training because we might... Are any of these unique? Oh god, no. None of these are unique. Yeah, we don't want to miss our copy chance, so we don't want to add more things to Orlea's deck. So, never mind on that. Alright, well... Hopefully the boss gives us literally anything to use on her. Yeah, things don't look good for us. Do we have a softie? Oh, we do have a softie. Also, I love how this is like, yo dog, just cast this real quick. This is kind of the other reason why I didn't want her sensor, is that, like, you get stuck with the point of just, like, having too many of these that don't matter for what she wants to be doing. And, of course, like, this is not doing us any favors. It's also creating extra card. Actually, you know what? We're just going to get rid of that for now anyways. We have this softie that we want to loop for the effect. Yes, Tiphera has a skill that can scale higher than 9's Extreme Hue. So yeah, as you can see here, like, increases amount of damage. So max stacks of 20. So 5. Okay, so it is just straight 100 then. Get that out of our hand. I guess I do gotta be mindful of my stress levels, but we should be fine here. Yeah, the epiphany that, spoiler, never matters. And we're doing this just so we can create space for our quantum seed. And then hopefully this event horizon is going to actually upgrade into something decent. Free draw 2 and increase damage. Alright. Well, damn, still can't get a, oops. Still can't get a extra AP to get the last trigger we need for the Ironclad. Why is there a contaminated spore in the discard? Oops. Oh, there's 2 of them in the discard. We don't have any other archetype generation cards, so we can't even get the last AP if we wanted to here. Unfortunate. We're just going to save our softie stacks for the Ironclad on the following turn. Get our bonus stacks, and then one big shabam. All right. God willing, y'all. Okay. As we like to say in the business, never didn't have it. And I say that as she literally just skips out on a weapon. God damn it. Again, like, she's not attacking, right? Obviously, we did screw up because we didn't get, like, an arena buff or something, but whatever. It's good enough for a showcase. I am not someone who chases the leaderboards for the great riff, so it's good enough. What was the actual trinket item that we got, now that I think about it? Oh, yeah, the spores, whatever. We got, like, a big fat nothing, to be honest, when it came to her gear that run. Well, cool. This means we can actually work on, getting the divines for Typhera's OTK build now. I can select one card of your choice, grab a specific epiphany. And then softie. We will absolutely take it. Little bummed out we missed out on the copy event, which matters a lot. Not Perfect. Why am I getting oh, Capybara being posted. All right, and then delete that one. Cool. Okay, now time to work on Typheras and fix that. Does Flash keep Divine? Only if it is a legal target for the new card. Where is my... Okay, so this is done. Where is my Tiphera image? Oh yeah, I guess it's kind of the same position where it's like we need to get 4... to get more damage out of this, we really do need 4 copies. Hold on, let me go look at my previous version of it. This has got to get removed. Oh, that's right. We also got, we did get Mountain of Corpses, which was really good. And then we also got a free, we got like double, double effect of like Mountain of Corpses, right? So yeah, this really just comes back to we want to try to get Divines to make this 0 costs and go from there. Yes, Mountain is only for the first attack each turn, but the thing to keep in mind is that when we're using this version of Creation and Destruction, you are ending your turn on a big, you know, 10,000% damage attack. Oh, you know what? Now that we actually have a real build, we can actually showcase this, right? So let me, so people can see the absurd play pattern of it. What is even a good... I guess we can just let Judas punch us in the face, right? Do I even have a save data? Nope, sure don't. Bazin I haven't done yet, unfortunately, so I'm behind on that end of it. Is it turn 2 that he goes null? I don't remember. We might just faceplant in real time because I always forget how to trigger his Oh, do not do that. I always forget how to trigger his axe ability, like where he goes in and does the big damage. Yeah, we'll immediately get rid of that Swifty, thank you. And generally, you don't want to ever cast these until you have your retained piece in hand, by the way. Which is, this is the piece that we were talking about, so... I believe it is on this turn that he goes into it. Because it's like you force him to go into Judgment and then he does it on the following turn, right? As if I remember correctly. That's stayed at 6, right? Okay, so we have full reins here to go do all this stuff. Get rid of that. I gotta make sure I'm not missing anything now. We'll do that. I don't think we got all of our upgrades out of our deck yet, unfortunately. I guess we'll just do this to split the damage sake of it. Oh, nope, we did not draw our event horizon, unfortunately. So this is one of the downsides with Quantum Seed and why I want to try to get the cost reduction or even just the draw on it. Because I can loop through with the form convergence, right? So I'll play this, it'll draw all of these, and then I can immediately play out all the archetypes. But you're not ever drawing the piece for it. So what we can do here, though, is use Nyx. I need to make sure I don't get rid of the wrong archetype cards. Yep, we can get rid of, I guess, just those two in this case. I guess Spore Harvester, we're not going to trigger it again for this turn. Because, again, we want to go into our other effects here. Trigger our Softy again. So we have the two archetypes plus Spore Harvester. So this is where it gets interesting because... Oh, sorry, we still have to use our form trigger. We want to be putting ourselves in a spot where we have to gamble between how many more exhausts we play and how high... Jesus Christ. That's not even fully buffed. How high we can push the damage in a single turn with Creation and Destruction. Oh, I totally forgot we had another Quantum still. So we can do one more of these. This is now going to be cool. We got a free cycle on that, and now we get to play my favorite, and not really my favorite game, but... So now you'll notice that we have a bunch of archetypes in hand, and there's one more in the trash that we technically still want to draw. So we want to do one more draw effect. And now you'll notice we have like a hand max, but we only have 6 of these 6 action points, and we want to go up to 9, right? So we want to make sure that we're playing out the rest of our AP ones that we have in our hand. We recognize that, oh, nope, we don't have any more of our AP generating ones. This is damage, 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 damage. Actually, all those being damage is pretty funny. Now, we could also just kind of say, hey, 7's a good number. At any time that your AP is higher than 6, you are doing more damage than 9's Hue. However, that's coward's talk, right? We want to try to go up to 9 if possible. So what's really cool about this card is that it allows you to refresh all of those cards that you still have in your hand. So normally I'd like to have a hand, you know, a little bit fuller of archetypes, but we can use our form convergence. It's going to flash all of these cards, and now you can see that they have completely different abilities. So unfortunately, it looks like we only got 1 AP off that. Damn. We only got 1 AP, but that does push us up to 8. So now we have a choice of, do I want to try to gamble up to up to 8, which is going to be, you know, even more damage increase, or do I want to, you know, quit out at any time? But for the sake of this, to try to do like a funny meme number, all that stuff, we are going to try to take this up to 8, right? Because there's no other... Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get full buffs. We only got... where is her buff? So, Softy, we got up to 200%. Oh my god, am I blind? Where is her buff? Not Star in the Darkness, the other one. Wait, did we not play any of her upgrades this turn? Oh, we Giga low rolled then. Like, this is her partner, right? So it's not that. Oh, sorry, it's right here. Oh my god. We literally got a single buff. Okay, oopsies. We're missing a lot of buffs in this case. And then so for the enemy, we only have the vulnerable and 25 off of the spore. So we'll try to gamble this a little bit more. See if we can get up to 8. Oof. Okay, so we're only gonna get to 5, unfortunately. So, like, this is the downside. And, of course, if we want to re-roll for the softy, we can use this because it's any time that you exhaust a card, it's going to refresh that amount. So, just for the shenanigans, womp womp. Okay, that one we'll redo. Why not undo to get more circles? Because I'm just showing, this isn't like a full showcase, this is me just walking through so that people knew like what we were building towards. So there you go. 23,000, and that's like without a lot of buffs. And now you'll notice that we had a massive amount of shield from that turn as well. So we're just gonna end our turn here and go into our next cycle. And again, we're going to burn the Swifty early because we don't want it. So now again, same situation. You do not want to use Quantum Seeds until you have the retained piece in your hand. So same thing again. We're going to use Judas as an example. We're going to push him up to 5 stacks. Oh, I forgot he does it automatically in phase 2, doesn't he? I may be misremembering his phase 2 part. Oh, dang it. We got a Swifty in our hand we got to get rid of. Does he just not go into the... like, I legitimately don't remember because I normally just kill him so fast. I don't know if he goes into the stasis effect in phase 2. I mean, whatever. We can probably kill him anyways through all the justice, right? We're gonna be healing as well. So YOLO, we're gonna Beyblade this shit, man. All right, so Quantum Seed, again, this is going to give us the full stacks on Event Horizon. So we got free draw plus 120% buff. Oh, there we go. He's not getting the stacks now. Cool. How many cards do we have left? We have... So again, the hardest part about this is making sure that you don't max out on your hand either. Oh, and unfortunately, he doesn't have the... Oh, he doesn't have the vulnerable stack because we haven't finished Typhera's build. Unfortunately, so we're not going to do as much damage this time. That's fine. We are going to free up our hand here really quickly. We have 1 Quantum Seed left. Oh, it would have been really nice to get that draw here. Cheating a little bit and using the boss's effect against him. So AP, cycle this. And then we should be out of cards, right? Oh, no, we have 3 more archetypes in our trash, so we want to draw those. Okay, so we have all of our... Nope, there's 1 more. So now we're going to look for AP, and we're going to look for buffs. AP. And at this point, we want to make sure that we're paying attention to how much is the cost here, right? Also, keep in mind, we want to use Softy because that's going to be 1 more damage amp for us, and it's also going to reset her... Ah, man, that's... Dang. An 8 is pretty good. But we have 2 more buffs in our hand. And we're only at... No, that's the other one. We're at 245 for Softy. Oh, did we not use her? Is this our first buff, man? Are you serious? That was her first buff. Jesus, we're like way behind on damage. Anyway, so we'll get the reset. Okay, well. Oh, and we don't have the vulnerable stack. That bums me out so much. So in this case, look, we could re-roll both of these because we have the maximum amount, right? We would use this card, see if either of these roll into damage. So there is one more damage increase if we want to try to gamble and get this up to 9. Nope. So we'll just reset for that one. And then we'll just do the final attack here. So there you go. So keep in mind, what's really important about this build is that you'll notice we did not take like several turns to stack that up, right? That was just a how much damage can we do every single turn with Typhera using that ability and not just stacking everything. So keep that in mind. Like, we could have played that differently and just like went all in on the softy focus and do the big meme stuff and all and what have you. But I do want to like get the divines for her build to actually refine the second half of that. But yeah, kind of as I warned going into that, like, there is a lot of actions that you have to take and a lot of like min-maxing to do to get those big numbers. And again, that was by no means optimized because, again, the other big part that I'm missing is that if you get to a point where you have the divine on this card that reduces the cost, one, you'll have more AP, which means you have one more archetype card available to you that could re-roll into damage, or if just by turning this into a draw divine, we can increase the consistency and the true like one turn cycle of our decks. Now, if we would have got an extra copy of Orlea's oh my god, her retain card, right? If we would have got an extra copy of Orlea's card, right, that would have been a significant damage increase as well. Getting 4 copies of Quantum Seed is also going to be a significant damage increase. So like, there's a lot of ways that we can continue to ramp up what's available to us within this team. Yes, Tiphera is still like the preferred all-in support for 9 because just nobody else really does what Tiphera does in the game currently. Where is my... But to that point, right, the most important thing to note on that last turn, while Mountain of Corpses is nice, we really need to get a way to apply Vulnerable on the follow-up turns, so we do want to get, like, the rare item. Do I have an instance of it in here somewhere? There you go. Right? So this is what we want to try to look for. Now, the issue is, with Orlea's build, because we have that Swifty, or the chance of hitting a Swifty, we might lose out on our Vulnerable before we have a chance to, like, really get to use it. So that is where you might want to remove Censor, and I really wish if we had the extra, you know, credits on that last run, we could have gotten it, right? But if we're able to get the Arena buff with something like this, where we can get a additional Vulnerable, then that would be ideal. So getting this Epiphany somewhere on the team, because look, you're not going to hit 9s every single time. It would be nice, but that's not realistic. So having extra ways to stack Vulnerable on the enemy is going to be very important. Is Quad Quantum with Divine Draw the most ideal? That is my personal go-to target, yes. Because there is a issue with the deck where you can't fully one-turn deck cycle without having extra Divine Draws. And yeah, for Typhera, we're just using this setup, which, keep in mind, I probably should have swapped this out. I guess the multiplicative damage is still better. But anyways, the important part is we're still using executioners for the crit damage, right? And then so this is what our stats look like. So crit damage is obviously a little bit lower, and there's definitely more room to make improvements here. But that just gives you a quick idea of how to stack all this together. So I will try to do like a 6-turn stack, but I want to make sure that we finish the other cards for her. Man, I am like, the more I think about it, the more bummed out I am that we kept Censor though. Like, I really do see this screwing up some turns, unfortunately, because of like generating the Swifty is actively bad. And that can like slowly clog up our hand. So yeah, I think in this case, we probably should have gone for the Sacred Censor. Like, if we were trying to be perfect, in that same scenario, I should have valued cutting the Sacred Censor over putting the Spore Harvester. But oh well, it's good for a video and it's good for a showcase, so we'll be happy with that. So you don't want to put Spore in the Typhera deck because you break the synergy between Quantum Seed and Form Convergence, and you lose all of your drawing ability, unfortunately. Yeah, so ignore the Spore Harvester, ignore Reorganize. That was just like, we had extra points and I wanted to do other stuff. And I still think there might be something to this one as well, because getting to generate the extra damage boost would be nice. The last thing we have to test is, like, do you want dual creation 1 or 3 for the most optimal cycling? Gosh darn it. Yeah, that's a problem. Like, at 4 Divines, you're kind of limited on what you have access to. So you have to value, like, 3 Divines plus, like, Arena buff is probably better for a lot of people. Sorry, I'm just gonna forget about this policy, and I hate that I always keep letting them stack up, so... Just trying to grab that really quick, and then we're gonna dive back in for our, the improved Tiphera. Okay, so what the hell does Germination do? I guess we're not gonna get to find out. Sure. I guess we can try the gate, the arena, right, as well. Increase the chance of seasonal fate to appear in Burning Life Chaos. Gain 1 evasion while activating damage, healing, and shield cards within 1 turn. Once per combat, 1 time. Okay, so this is just like a survivability thing. So that is that's a huge thing in my opinion. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the survivability one for sure. All right, let's re-roll this bad boy again. Yo, they really want me to work for this, man. God damn. Yes, equipment refresh would be nice, but like as you just saw that that lineup of modifiers, like I always do very punishing chaos runs. So any additional survivability that I can get, I am all for. What memory fragments have I put on Veronica? I just have the passion set on her because it's literally what I had since the first month of the game. And it's good enough, and I have not bothered changing it. But she should have like the 2-2-2 split for attack, crit damage, and then like HP, whatever you want for the last one. That most people would recommend. All right. Wait, do we not have a health debuff? Wait, what are the modifiers? Oh, neglect instead of the, sure. That's fine. I mean, we can have a shit ton of health to work with, man. That seems fine. We have a really good amount of sustain, right? So I feel like we can do some work with this. Increase damage amount by 30% each time a turn is ended without activating an attack card. No. And again, we do want to put some value on the arena. Damn, what do you... Okay, never mind. We can go up here to get the shop and then go into the arena. Oh, and then into a powered-up idiot. That's no fun. Oh, I guess all of these are the same other than the campsite. No, because we have to go top track. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go this way and then top track. Although doing this special boss with these modifiers is probably just asking for death. Wasn't sure about Tiphera while looking at her kit, but got her regardless. Well, glad you're enjoying her at least. I think if we get more exhaust-related stuff in the future, she'll be a lot of fun to have access to. Damn, 3,000 health. It's very rare that I actually get to have a good health pool in one of these runs. I'm so used to having like a 50% health debuff. My client is starting to lag like hell. Am I still connected in the background? Okay, I think we're still fine. Sorry about that. I don't know why that was giving me like an alert in the background for it, but... Am I loving Tiphera? I would not go that far. I think it's like really cool that she does have like this big OTK build that we've been having some fun with, but it does feel like something is missing from her kit. So again, for those that don't know, Narj is one of my favorite supports, and like that is my benchmark for supports going forward. So I'm very curious to see what Rita does, because I feel like that's going to be the missing piece for her. To this card until used. Oh, wait. At the 112 damage to the base, then it gains the amount. Okay, I'm like, I have not Not following that card at all. Got it. Mostly because bringing more RNG game about removing RNG. Yeah, like it's you either love the RNG fiesta and the high payoffs that she's gonna have, or it's just like, why am I using this character moment? There's also something to be said about, like, you know, can she, in theory, do more damage than 9? Sure, but you gotta do like 10x the work compared to 9 to make it all come together. So it's like, you know, do you value purely damage numbers, or do you want someone who's just like a click 3 buttons, do big damage like 9, right? So I think that also comes down to just the individual and how you want to play the game, obviously, but that is something else to consider with her kit. Alright, I guess we have an extra. I have a gambling addiction. Yeah, that's why I had to call it casino support in my video, because it's just like the turns where you get all the right perfect buffs and APs and draw combinations, like you're probably feeling like $1 million, but like the last run we literally just did, where it's like we were missing a couple pieces, like we still did good damage at the end of the cycle, right? Like, sure, we got to do cool things, but it could have been a lot better or a lot more consistent if we just went with 9 and had like a smoother run of it, right? It just comes back to how much you value the highs that you can experience with this type of deck. Yeah, we have no retain cards, man. 3 health, by the way. Can I please just get like an attack? But yeah, I will say overall I do feel pretty confident about where her abilities landed. If we're gonna go against the arena boss, I know that we don't get the divine for Ironclad, but like Ironclad is probably going to be an MVP for giving us extra shields. I totally just blanked out on what I was gonna say before that. Sorry, ADD just fucking hit real hard, I guess. Anyways, Tiphera good the end. But hopefully Rita will be a bit exciting as well. Oh, I guess I can't do a coordinated attack if they're dead. That makes sense. We can't go down, so let's fight the mutant. The going back in time with prediction card is low-key fun. Oh, does it let you cheat and just know which one it's always going to create? Because that's pretty funny if so. Am I free to play or use money? So technically I am in the creator program, so while I have not personally spent money on the game since launch basically, the creator program is generous enough that I am able to pull on all characters and do showcases on them, as long as I'm like creating videos and covering the game and all that stuff. So I do pull for every character and have every character at E0 is how I usually review them and make content around them. But for my personal spend, like I have not put money in outside of like the monthly card I was doing for a while that I haven't done since. If the previous card order is the same, it's the same card. Oh, yeah, right. I'm so used to going back and then doing a different card sequencing to change the outcome. I kind of forgot it works the other way, too. Well, that's not good. I mean, we did get our correct divine from the whatchamacallit, from the campfire. So you know what? I'm not gonna give up. We're gonna try to go through and see if we can get the right pickups that we're looking for. I don't know why I just gave this dude 10 stacks, by the way. Can I please draw my hue again? Neglect is like super annoying, man. Oh, right, this guy just hard counters Tiphera, doesn't he? I'm so stupid. We actually don't want to use her cards here. Hey, Evolver, how's it going? Hope your day's going well. My day is definitely still blending together a little bit with the stream late into streaming again tonight. Really? 2 HP, brother? Get bumped. It's certainly going. I mean, we finally finished our Orlea deck. It's far from perfect, but it's at least usable, so I can do my showcase video that I've been wanting to do. So, yay on that end of it. But now we gotta redo our Tiphera deck, and then I can actually like make a video and all that stuff. How we feeling though, chat? For those that pulled on for Tiphera, how do you like her kit? One to 50-50, so that's nice. Yeah, that's always kind of where I'm at when I'm pulling for units. It's like, hey, did I win the 50-50? Thank goodness. Which way am I going? Or no, we're gonna go up because of the arena buff. I remember now. Still confused by the kit build. So it might help, but I did a video out early today on Tiphera where I actually break down different deck ideas to use with her and like why you would take certain epiphanies. So I did it a little bit different than I did for my normal or my previous build guide videos where I normally like would only focus on the epiphanies. I also built out some decks. So like for those that are newer to the channel or newer to the stream, I normally talk about characters in this way on stream where it's like, what is my target deck? What am I trying to build for? Like, what is the goal? So I think for a character like Tiphera, because she is just so damn different than what we've seen, it really makes more sense to like talk through the different types of builds that she has and understand what the full deck looks like. We definitely need our credits here. Yeah, something else to keep in mind is that Tiphera is the highest skill ceiling character in the game by a significant margin. So if you don't like immediately know how to play her, trust me when I say that is totally normal and expected. She is a lot. We do want to go towards the shop because we need to make sure that we find our vulnerable weapon. Yeah, highest RNG ceiling as well. That's the hardest part too. Like, it's like, how do you mitigate those turns? Yes, Kairon got a noticeable buff with Tiphera. Yeah, I mean, Mei Lin is like not a terrible one to pick up, right? So could be worse. All right, game is not going to help us out apparently. So we'll start removing some of these. Oops. I don't think we have meditation targets, right? Oh no, we do have meditation targets because we're trying to do the divine. Duh. I literally just said. You had me at the first half. Damn. I mean, we can still re-roll it at the next shop. Don't forget, Nia can also proc the cost 9 nuke card. Do you mean by the setting it on top of deck? If you set it on top of deck, though, doesn't it become a 5 cost? I guess I don't know how it works with cards that change their cost mid-turn. That is a good call out, though. I would have to test that. So that is a good note. Is the Create 3 better than the Select? 100% of the time, assuming that you're taking the Draw 2 of the other Epiphany that goes with it. Okay, well, if we're gonna miss on both Epiphanies, I mean, whatever, right? What are we doing here? Presumably it keeps the 9 cost if you Adagio it and then G-Core to proc. Yeah, like, so because it was brought up, like, that would be my assumption as well now, but, like, previously, I just always assumed that when you reset the card that it goes back to its original cost. So, anyways, this run is, actually, you know what, can we save it? Where are we for a run? I guess we could flash the... You know what? No, hold on. We can flash the card at the end. Maybe we see what we get from the shop first. I mean, surely the third character is Justice, right? Like, there's gotta be something for us. I will say, as someone who, like, very heavily abused Eternal Hunger Nia for, like, different builds and stuff, trying to play Nia in Season 2 without Eternal Hunger, I don't think I could do it. I would just be too upset about what we lost. Yeah, gun to my head, Justice Ignition based, and everyone can yell at me when I'm right. Oh, we needed to put that on, shit, we don't have a gear for Tiphera. Oh, I just fucked up, man. Oh, Tiphera does not have a gear now for Arena. That's fine. We'll just get it in the second half. Like, this run is so cursed already. Like, mentally, I'm kind of checked out of this run already, but we should, like, actually see if we can save it. Oh yeah, that's right. We always get a drop before we go to the final stage. Yeah, I'm really hoping that Rita gets an interesting kit. If not, they'll be hearing from me about why we couldn't make her stronger. Oh, cool. We killed the annoying one right off the bat. Bonk. That's funny. Obviously, she gains shield through her archetypes, right? So that's fine. But not something that you want for the Great Rift. No, I appreciate the shout out, Donald. I honestly like just overlooked it completely. But that's what I truly love about this game, right? Like, there's just so much shit that you can do. Oh, defense-based damage plus... Oh, this is like for Narja then. But we did get the arena buff that we were looking for, so that's sick. What would I use Traces of Memory on? I have 4,000 saved so far. Is there any gear that I shouldn't craft? Shouldn't craft? The Green Order set, I guess? Or the Green Order set. The Order set that was for, like, Hugo and Luke. I mean, like, it just comes down to what team you're using more than anything, right? Like, use the fragments for whoever your team is that you're focusing on. Okay, yeah, we still have the shop left. Wouldn't that have worked on 9? So, yes, technically, but keep in mind, when it is a additive buff, it is doing very minimal to increase your overall damage for characters like 9. It's like a drop in the bucket by comparison. However, when you have multi-hit characters like Narja and you're able to get that additive damage multiple times in a turn, it does add up to be a lot, to be worth the cost, basically. Also, this game is just really screwing with me, man. Discarded my card again. All right, I guess. Let's see what all we can draw, I guess. Oh, I didn't realize we even had we have Nyx live to try to cycle back to our attack faster. Oh, she does have a... Okay, I guess that's annoying. We'll just get rid of these then. Mars, thank you for the follow. Oh, damn it, that was the wrong... That was not the card I meant to use. Yeah, that is not doing nearly enough damage. That one's doing a bit more damage. Alright, there we go. We strung together something for that turn. God, what is the upgrade version supposed to do again? Hold on, where's my... Oh, create one identical in the discard pile. Right. No, that is Damn, that is a huge nerf to get a neutral Epiphany there. Wait, no, it does have the... Bro, am I losing my mind? Oh, it gains initiation. That's what it is. Man, is initiation that important, all things considered? Like, I'll take a morale buff. We're gonna cycle through our deck anyways. I feel like Tiphera is a tiny bit too much RNG. She is definitely Casino the character, but, you know, some people are gonna love it and some people are gonna hate it, for sure. Yeah, initiation, that's what it was, I forgot. It's weird, that's like a... It's like a very okay one to get a neutral Epiphany on, compared to, like, you know, Hugo's upgrades, right? And stuff like that. Right. We'll just make sure that we guarantee to one-shot this guy. Does the discard have to be on tier 15? It is one of the ones that you will always find at the higher tiers. It is painful to say the least, but we're trying to always make sure that we're farming for 180 points to get the most out of our builds. I mean, sure, man. Have a mask, I guess. So again, unfortunately, I think we're resetting this run anyways because we did not get the divine that we wanted, but I'm going to try to give it one more reroll just to try to save the run. Yeah, and again, this is one of those like awkward things because depending on when, I'm very quickly learning that people only catch like certain parts, like life happens, right? So people only catch either one video or one stream or what have you. Like that's how it works. I get it happens, but I am not looking forward to the point where once we figure out what Rita does, and my personal opinion on Tiphera completely changes 180, and I know people are going to grill my ass for it. Because, again, overall, I do think that for most people, Tiphera is still going to be a skip just because she only works with a very finite amount of the roster. But if Rita turns out to be an ignition-focused DPS like I am expecting her to be based on Tiphera's kit, and that is going to be like a direction that the devs push, then it suddenly becomes a story of like, oh, now here's so much more that her kit can work with. And people are going to be like, oh, but you said initially that Tiphera was bad. Well, I don't think she's bad, but, you know, you said earlier that she was a skip. Yeah, man, because that was based on what was available in the current roster. What do you want from me? Yeah, the first 2 days of Great Rift are always whatever people have farmed previously, where give it like by day 4, day 5, and people have time to farm like divines and builds and all that shit, it becomes the same 100x. Yo, double divines? Ah, come on, man. Oh shit, that... Source of water, Mika who? Damn, do I want to, I kind of want to finish this build. Okay, hold on. Let me think about this. How would I build a Mika replacement? But it goes into the draw pile is the problem, right? Okay, who needs like 12 AP in a turn? Because we could do like a Mika Source of Water deck, and we could do a Quantum Seed become Source of Water deck as well. What does the rest of this build look like? Oh, Haru. Yeah, Haru's a good one. Hold on, let me... Ugh. I don't know what the other upgrade card is going to be. All right, you know what? Screw it. We're going to... Like, this is too good to pass up. I have no clue what the rest of this build is going to look like, but... obviously, this is very good. This is just Mika 2.0 at this point, right? Like, you're okay with that. Yeah, dual creation's fine. Like, the morale buff is whatever, right? Like, we're losing initiation, but that's fine. Did I make my Orlea deck like the one that I talked about in my recent video, or is it different? No, it's not perfect. We definitely did not get all the right pieces, but that deck that I talked about in the video is what we are trying to go for, yes. So we need to make the Creation Destruction the upgraded version, but we can flash that. That's fine. I don't know what from Convergence we're supposed to take. Probably just the draw 3 archetype cards. Okay, yeah. How many shops do we... Oh, shit, this is the last shop. Damn. Oh, we don't have enough... We don't have enough for removal anyways. Oh, thank God. Right. Both these are unique, so we're gonna be able to copy this no problem. The thing is, we did take an arena upgrade, which means we can't take the 4th copy. That's fine. Okay, yeah, let's sorry. I love how we started this stream by saying how I don't like using my flashes, and we're gonna use 2 in a single stream. Kind of hate that for me, but that's what they're there for, I guess. And again, for those that don't know, in Season 3, apparently we're going to be able to farm that item, so they'll be more available for us in the future, but at least for right now, they are quite scarce. No, we don't want to exhaust the card. Do we have a... No, we don't. Dang. Yeah, the corruption is what I'm looking forward to most as well, because, like, full disclaimer, like, obviously I'm still really enjoying Chaos Zero Nightmare, don't get me wrong. I'm going to create more content for it. I really do love the game. I come from a TCG background for 11 years. I won't go into everything I talked about at the last stream about what I do for Bandai and all that stuff. But for me personally, as someone who's played card games his entire life, the corruption update that they do, in my opinion, will be the make or break point for this game, because it's going to show how much the devs are kind of future planning and how they want to create a different character expression for different builds, right? So giving us even more ways to engage with our favorite characters, of course, is going to be the best way to have that player engagement continue. So if our first corruption updates for Hugo and Orlea are really good, I think it'll be very, very positive things for the future of the game. Now, even if they're bad, like, look, I'm not going to say the game's over, because the devs have clearly been working on fixing the game up, and they've done a fantastic job, in my opinion, up until now. But I really hope that the corruption system is not just like a, a slightly different Epiphany flavor. I hope they really, truly make it like a brand new character in spirit, like they kind of hinted at early on. Yeah, I do have a Haru, or I guess I don't have a Haru build this season, but I would not be against going back and farming a Haru deck after the changes. We're doing Orlea. No, we're doing Tiphera. Like, let me not click on the wrong person, because we just got the Source of Water card. Sick! These are all terrible, but we also want to just get rid of... We want to get rid of this because the damage can be a negative for things like Great Rift in case this build becomes relevant. So we don't ever want to have that item on her in this case. And again, the Vulnerable is still... now that we're creating, like, ungodly amounts of AP, like, that's actually a super sick gear upgrade to hit. We have Ironclad, right? Which... yeah, okay, we have Ironclad, sure. So we do have to go into the arena. Oh, we have double shops down. Okay, hold up. Never mind. Can we cross over at any point to the bottom? Okay, we can. Nice. Okay, so we want to go... Because again, this crosses over, and we want to go for the arena. Yeah, that's fine. Yep, okay, this should work. Can divine upgrades change any card to 0 cost? Only skills and upgrades. I don't think there is a cost reduction for attacks that I remember. Somebody else would have to keep me honest. I don't know the last time that I used divine upgrade, divine attacks. Yo, Celadon coming in with that raid. Hey, everybody. My name is Cosmic. Welcome to the stream. We're playing some Cal Zero Nightmare tonight. Hopefully your raid was good, brother. How you doing this evening? When you said get the copy through Arena, how does that work? I don't remember getting a copy card choice. When I said get the copy through Arena... Sorry, that might have been the ADD hitting again. Copy card choice in Arena. I don't remember what I've been saying in that regard. Why is there 2 of my voice now? I don't have that on in the background. Oh, is it echoing? I had the sound clip that I played, but... The webcam is muted. I guess somebody else let me know if there's also an echo coming through. I did say something about Arena. I know I did. No, it's not even... God, I wish it was drinking. Again, for those that don't know, I'm East Coast time, and so we stayed up for 25 hours for patch. And so I am just kind of very tired at this point because I always want to try to do every patch. I'll always do like my day 1 build guides, and then I try to do a showcase by the 2nd day, which would be tomorrow. So I'm working on that now. No echo? Okay, it might just be a YouTube thing or something then. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that we're gonna have to refresh this one. Okay, it might have just been with the sound alert that I played then, so my apologies if that messed things up for a little bit. Yeah, brother, the triple maintenance, right? Wasn't it? No, it was double. Because it was 2 a.m. then 3 a.m., right? So I guess that's only 2. Bro, the fact that 3 a.m., like 3 a.m. go live, and then I start my workday at 8:30 a.m., and I still did a video, like I did that whole video guide before work as well. I am trying my hardest to make sure that people can enjoy their season like day 1 if they pull on the characters and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate that those videos always do well, and hopefully people find them valuable as well. How can you do difficulties higher than level 60? Make sure that you have your characters upgraded. That is always going to be like the most important thing to consider. Like, have your potentials maxed out, have your memory fragments fully upgraded, you know, be level 60. All that stuff does matter quite a bit. Oh shit, we don't want to go into a breakdown into the arena, right? I think that's like actively bad for us. I'm gonna keep spamming cards, buddy. Let's go. Oh, I know what I said. The arena thing. I was talking about how we're not gonna get the 4th copy event, most likely, meaning we're gonna have extra points for the arena to get the buff plus a God Hammer on top of it. That's what it was. So, yes, keep in mind, like, this build that we have right now, in a perfect world, I would want to copy this 4 times, but I've already picked a arena buff, so I know that I can't get the 4th copy without bricking my build. So I'm gonna go into the arena to try to get more buffs that way instead. Yes, and always bring a healer as well. But yes, I will say, especially for those who might not come from a card game background, like, this game is quite punishing for the harder, like, when we start talking about, like, neglect minus 50% HP and, like, you know, 40% increase to a boss's attack and defense, like, bro, even people who are really good at this game are gonna struggle with that shit. Like, the number one thing to know about this game is that there will be times where you lose a run and it'll be 100% not your fault. It'll just be bullshit RNG that happens. You'll be like, all right, man, guess I'm fucking dead, I guess, right? Like, you know, it is one of those things, like, knowing the times where you just strictly lose to RNG versus knowing when you lost because, like, you picked the wrong epiphany or something, that will be the deciding factor of, like, when you are good enough and comfortable enough with dealing with the higher difficulties. Okay, finally she's back so we can actually start doing shit again. Draw. Oh, retain is the heal, I guess. What debuff outcome should I be looking for then? So that is all going to come back to like what you are comfortable with farming. I know a lot of people who like literally will never touch neglect because it is just a very feels bad modifier. But for me personally, I always take neglect because it's a fuck off Cthulhu. I always take neglect because I usually have like Veronica or Serenial or characters that like help get around that debuff, so to say. We don't have an exhaust that we can take. Again, we took Ironclad, so like we should be fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna eat it. I'm just gonna eat his debuff here because I want to get the upgrade out of our deck. The secret boss is really scary even in tier 8. I'm probably about to get my ass kicked then and ruin this build, but YOLO. I'm really hoping that Ironclad plus Typhera is going to be enough to clear it pretty easily. Yeah, Cthulhu's just a pain in the ass because I need to actually focus up whenever he appears on screen. Oh, that's a sturdy one. Alright, we'll just bonk him. God, what mythics drop off the boss again? So, like, the defense is nice because it's always going to give us extra healing and shielding. Like, yay. Anytime you have a support, getting a percent increase is nice. I'm just not sure what other armor we might be looking for. I guess I'm just going to take it. I'm not going to overthink this. Like, it is, generally speaking, it is one of the best in slots for, like, every support and whatnot, so whatever, man. Also, I just realized that we're close to having a breakdown, too. That is not good. All right. Bro really just whipped out a sword and said, fight me. All right, man. Get bonked, idiot. Let's go. Did it break? Oh, there it goes. Sure. Yes, this is a new event that just got added in this patch. It's like the secret boss that they had in the last season. I mean, yeah, like, bro, we have 3,000 health and 900 shields. Like, surely we're okay. I mean, this guy's really yapping quite a bit here, but like, get bonked, my guy. Strength is common as grand. Oh, I probably should not have skipped this as fast as it did. Damage completely blocked. Get a shield blast. Sure. The activated ancient ruins. A while later, a completely different underground arena unfolds before the group. The underground arena, which should have been filled with blood and roars, stands empty. Even the wind seems to hold its breath as silence lingers over the sand. The party move forward towards the challenge with no audience, no cheers, and no escape. Yeah, I am not a fan of the... Oh, it's from the story background. I won't speak for every creator, but there was a lot of us in the creator program who basically all said, like, hey, tone this shit down. All right, so I gotta read. Colossus. This monster's arms grant beneficial effects to each other when hit. And after taking a certain number of hits, the face immediately inflicts harmful effects or performs an attack action. You can only attack the face after defeating both arms. Okay, so it's literally just like the Great Rift. Oh, shit. So I guess Ironclad is not ideal for this, right? All right, hold on. Let me lock in and think about this shit. Oh, boy, howdy. Jesus, shit. Probably don't need maximum. Probably don't need like the go all in on Orlea stacking here. Yeah, I think we keep the heal and we keep the two softies. That's kind of a lot of damage, my guy. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. Like, Ironclad is gonna do too much damage. And we didn't cycle through our deck yet to get the AP going. Whoa. Oh, what the hell is that? Increases damage amount taken by 50%. Decrease opening equal to cost of cards used. I don't think I can cycle through attacks, but let me at least try to go through some upgrades in my deck. Oops. Oh, actually this was sick. We can cycle our Hue. Ah, damn it, my hand got full. Was not paying close enough attention. Our health is full. When receiving damage or at the end of turn, decrease by 1. When removed, revive left arm and right arm. Okay, so this is build up as much damage as possible to do 19 in one hit. Which really sucks because I just used the highest level of my attack. Shit. Well, rip me, I guess. All right, hold on. It said when receiving damage or at end of turn. So we have 4 attacks then to do as much as possible. So actually we want to do like Fatal Strike and Exhaust otherwise. Because we don't want to do the coordinated attacks because that probably deals extra damage. Probably get rid of one of these just to make sure we're going through our hand. We have too many cards in hand now, right? At this point. So 2 left now. So we can do like double ironclad and that's it. Okay. I just missequenced that, but whatever. Ah, bro, the no crit. You son of a bitch. 68, man? Alright. Oh, do those gain health? Damn, bro. This guy got hands for days. Oh, we don't even have like a heal or anything that's relevant, right? We don't have a good retain target. Oh, that is really bad timing. Shit, brother. Never mind. I never doubted her. True MVP. Truly amazing. The most gifted. Is Tiphera a must-pull only if you really want to play characters like Nine and Haru and heavy hitters? She's like the go-to support for those characters. But if you are someone who likes characters like Chizuru and Luke and multi-hitters, then you don't need to worry about her. Man, I was really hoping to get like a damage increase there, but I guess not. Can you even do this boss with multi-hitters? Very much does not feel like it. Which again, unfortunately, I'm about to get my ass kicked a little bit. Yeah, I'm so glad I picked up Ironclad because this is kind of absurd. Really cool fight, but again, it's very clearly focused for Vanguards, right? All right. Secret boss completed on insane modifiers, to be fair. Tier 16 secret boss clear. What the shit is this? When all types of arena cards are created, swap this card into... When all types of arena cards are created. Yo? Tenacity damage 10, though? What? Tenacity 10. Holy shit. When all types of... Okay, so how do you... God, so you have to have, like, triple... Bro, you know that this has to have a fucking sick animation, though. I need to see this animation. Has anyone, like, Has anyone seen this animation? I'm really hoping that the card does something special. Gotta brick your items for arena gear. Who could get the most use out of this? I mean, the fact that it is also a 1,000 base damage attack, though. Holy hell. Like, we want to talk about, like, Orlea memes and shit, right? Like, this is actually a huge damage nuke. This looks fun. This looks like the kind of shit that I would have fun with, man. And look, it's the same amount of defense, but we lose out on the plus 12%. Man, this bums me out that I can't ruin my Tiphera build. Yeah, like, other characters can reach it, but it's just like you have to value that in the amount of damage that you get to amp up as well. The damage is always going to be attack-based of whoever's using it. So, like, if I were to put it on Tiphera, it would be an attack-scaling version of it. But also keep in mind, like, you're getting this variant. So, like, what you really want to do is just build a team that is all in on everybody having one of these, right? Because this says the Allies Arena cards. So everybody on your team would be able to get this effect to do, like, an absurd amount of stuff. Man, I'm bummed. This is, like, such a cool item. I'm going to just throw it on her so I remember to talk about it later. So we still get our buff, right? Imbue refinement effects, increase credits by 100. Hell yeah. We don't want any of these, though. We don't want any of these, and we don't have enough points. I mean, that's pretty cool, though. Yeah, like, we got our vulnerable... We got the right one to begin with, so that's fine. As long as I get my money, right? So, do I like this better? Do I like this better than Haku? Because Haku gave us the extra shop, and it gave us an extra epiphany chance. Or I guess you get an extra epiphany chance the same way, right? Technically. I think I like this better. I think I like this better than Haku's, like, extra map. Oh, you're right. I wasn't even thinking about it. I probably should have just thrown it on somebody else to throw it on somebody else, but I'm in my own head about Tiphera and, like, how we're getting the rest of this build kind of put together. I guess my opinion on that event is going to come down to if we get a special animation on that attack card. If we don't get a special animation on that attack card, huge whiff. If we do, banger, man. We do need to remove 2 more cards. So actually, you know what? I can, this saves me money, technically. So sure. Does he have other gear he can drop? I would love to know. That was my first time getting to do that fight personally. Wait, did that put us? I thought we had a... oh, wait. We got to go here. That's what it was. I'm like, there was some way that we were getting a shop to reroll, but it's a little bit farther ahead, so that's fine. Oh, true. The copy value, though. Damn. No, I guess you are right. Haku's better then. Haku is the real MVP. Low-key, I kind of forgot that this would still give us a damn card and brick our hand a little bit, but whatever, man. Hell yeah, generate enough AP to go into another... I guess I should have just done her ultimate here to begin with, but... enough AP to go into ultimate plus another ironclad. But yeah, it could also be a gimmick for part 3 of some sorts. Maybe we get like an extra boss at the end. I guess we're still waiting to see if we get the copy event as like the last thing. I mean, we don't need health. Do we have any? Oh, sure. Just give me the credits. That's fine. Goodbye, little guy. Yes, exactly. So there is, you know, the chest piece that gives you the shield. There's a weapon that gives you the pierce. There's a trinket that gives you the hammer? Yeah, hammer, I think. I guess you could get... No, because at most you can only get 2, right? Per arena cycle. It's like you need a character and a half, I guess, to like high roll it to get all the pieces. Do we need meditation? But yeah, it would be locked behind like 2 characters to put it all together. Oh, right, we have to re-roll creation. Is that the only one that we're re-rolling? We have a removal. Yeah, that's fine. We have shit ton of credits, right? I guess technically we could like re-roll dual creation, but I'm fine with the morale. Like, I wish this was resolve instead of morale because morale doesn't really do a lot. Well, I guess she's buffing other characters. That's fine. This one definitely needs to be kind of re-rolled. Like, we're gonna generate so much AP that just getting even more morale feels so nice, but obviously the correct choice here is the upgrade, so we did get what we wanted. So that's nice. So, yeah, copy event, potentially would be nice in case we, like, die on the last boss or some shit. We have enough money. I don't need X+1 on her. Yeah, we're just gonna be looking for gear at this point. I need to remember that we're gonna go down. Sure, even more credits. Oh yeah, like we got the shield, right? So there's your shield bash or shield blast item. I can talk. All right, we need a shop, man. Those shops are looking extra juicy right about now. Look, we got our morale buff anyways for the first turn. Yippee. Oh, I meant to, sorry, I totally forgot. I went to put this in, a screenshot for other people who probably have not seen this yet. Doop-doop. And then doop-doop-doop. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. And then let me just make a little screenshot really quick. Oops. Yeah, there's also something to be said, like, you know, obviously if you go into that fight with 9 in Ironclad, I think it's pretty easy, but going in with other characters, unless you have, like, Felipe with Vulture Ejection, that's kind of a hard fight for a Chaos run, all things considered. Like, doing that on tier 16 is rough. Where is Twitter? Building. Okay. Sorry, I just want to make sure that I posted that in the Discord and stuff so other people could see it because, spoiler, I'm very tired for staying up as late as I did for this stream and whatnot, so, I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Oh, landmines? I have not seen the landmines one then. I always forget this idiot goes into an egg, man. Every time. Oh, sick. Sure, I guess. Like, it's more damage for her attack. Do I have a reference Orlea build that I could see? Just this one. This is what we worked with. Now, again, this is just for the version of Typhera that I was working on. But I also have all of this in the video that I put out on YouTube today. So I talk through, like, the sequencing and all that stuff as well for, like, the build that I was trying to work on. Or, well, that I am working on literally right now and then got sidetracked by getting the different epiphany here. Yep, so this is where I said that we have to go down. We don't need meditation. And we want to go towards these shops. Remove 2 more cards. We already removed everything, right? Yeah, Yeah, we're good. I guess, like, we could try re-rolling dual creation, but morale's fine, man. Give Orlea, like, a random-ass Lumen. Shop. We're just kind of speeding along down at this point. Right, we already got all the removal. That's fine. Oh, right, we're not looking for this now because we're doing the other build. So we need a trinket for her, I guess. Yeah, I guess just trinket. The rest of it doesn't really matter. Nope, that's fine. Oh shit, we actually, this is my first time seeing this. So I technically want to lose this roll, right? That's kind of unfortunate. When a card is exhausted, increase damage amount of allies by 10% for 1 turn. Yes, so we want to lose the die roll. And I think what we said earlier, we're over on the amount if we copy it, right? Because it would be an extra... It's 20 points for the next copy, which is 130. And then it would be 60 points for the 4th version. So yes, unfortunately, because we took this earlier, we can't get the extra copy event. A little unfortunate, but... We're going to try to low roll, I guess. Oh, and we have a roll modifier. Womp womp. Oh, get the... Whatever, man. Totally forgot that we had that on 9 anyways. Alright, whatever. Sometimes it's scuffed, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what? But that does mean we have enough for a... So we're at 120. We're at 140 with the other. So we do have 40 points. We could copy a... No, everything else is unique. Never mind. We can't copy shit. Yeah, I know. I got nothing here, actually. Oh, this activates in discard pile as well. Holy shit. Select and activate 1 card. Oh, but it has finale though. That's fine. That's totally fine because we go through our turn, we go down to 0 AP after cycling through. This is a 0 cost card, right? I'm just going to assume sanity check. Okay, then yeah, we'll just, yep, we'll snap take that then. Oh yeah, we were gonna look for a new trinket as well. We don't have any sport cards though. Alright, yeah, sure. That's... Again, we don't really care about the damage, right? So... Water Drop of the Goddess is perfectly fine. Oh, I guess we could have done training? No, because we're capped on cards now, right? Go up to 150. We go up to 150. 160 is with the God Essence. I guess we have 20 points left over in case, like, one of them gets an Epiphany. Or no, because both of them can't get an Epiphany on the last turn anyways. Whatever. It's fine. Is the new support worth 140 pulls? Only if you really like playing characters like Nine and Haru. Oh, it's a swap. Okay, never mind. We can't even, like, cheese this in any way. The devs got me, man. Oh, why am I should be lagging again? Oh my god, brother, I knew we were forgetting something. Gosh darn it. Alright, we might have goofed up a bit. I mean, whatever, like, this still does what we want it to do in the build, so I guess that's fine. Definitely could have been a lot worse. Because, like, the only, like, what we would have wanted is for this to be the draw 3 version, so we're drawing one less card, whatever. I'm so over this run at this point. I mean, shit, we might, with the finale card that we're going to end up spending here, we might as well just go through all over the motions. Yeah, the fact that this is just straight anything is pretty sick. I keep forgetting that is a finale on that debuff, man. Oh my god. Ugh. Alright, so we're gonna draw all of our AP here. And so, like, just for the example, right, we have all of these archetypes in our draw, so we want to just use this to help get some of those back into our hand, get some extra draw, get some extra AP, and then we can cycle into our big iron cycle. Alright, good enough. No, I mean, we don't. Come on, something good to make me feel better. Heal 40 at end of turn. Sure, man. It's usable. All right, I mean, that was a run. It's not exactly what we want to focus on for that last run to build her out with, but oh, come on. I need to do this before I forget because I will accidentally delete her build and I'll be very sad. I will read all of this later. Little Miss Planet Destroyer. Looking for sister, accidentally destroys an entire planet. You know. Yeah, so, again, the Epiphany itself is like, how much does it matter versus what does it do for the upgraded version? And for what we have in our build, drawing one less archetype card doesn't really change anything for what we were doing. Now, if it was my other build and we didn't get an epiphany, I would have been a lot more upset. So, like, for this, though, right, it will put one into the draw pile, but we only need, like, out of these three, right, as long as one of these three cards generate the card that draws a archetype, that means we can go into this and draw the other two out of our deck, and it's still going to be AP neutral. Or, sorry, AP positive and not AP neutral. So, like, that's fine. And important to note here, like, we can still come out of this with a lot of extra AP, and it's also drawing and helping us cycle. So this is just, like, a weird version of what Mika wants to be doing. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing with all this AP that we're going to be able to generate between, like, this and the Source of Water Mika Divine deck. But now we have 7 sources of water in a deck. Which is wild to think about. So, and just like Mika, we also have 2 upgrade cards otherwise. So, you know, this is effectively a 1-card deck because that Event Horizon is always going to get the extra draw too. It's really interesting. Again, I'm not sure that this really does anything yet, but it's a really cool thing for like the higher end versions of oh my god, who was I just Haru? Thank you. It's really cool for Haru for like the anchor spam builds. But the one thing that is missing, right, is that we have all these ways to draw cards and get AP, but we don't have a good way to buff up the attacker. So it is a bit, thank you, I should also lock it. It is a bit limited in that regard. Oops. And, yeah, we're gonna have to come back and, you know, work on redoing the OTK build stream, but this was like a happy little accident that we were able to get, all things considered. Again, yeah, it would have been nice to, like, what we would have wanted is this one, right? We would have wanted the draw extra one, just so that we could sequence in a turn, play all 3 of these, then play the form to upgrade. I don't think there's any other, yeah, like, nothing else really works, I guess. And we just want the double for, again, the fact that it can draw, give us double AP to give us even more to spend. Do I think the next seasonal character will be a single target DPS? If you mean Rita, probably not. I will definitely see her being like a Justice Cleave. Because hopefully they wouldn't give us a character who doesn't work in the Great Rift. Okay. So again, for those that are wanting to, let me pull this back up. Nope, that's the wrong thing. So for those who might have missed it, I did do a very like in-depth build guide video on YouTube, just like going into these different archetypes of what you can really do with her kit. So I'm just going to drop those links in both chats again really quick. So if you want some more build ideas or just what to look forward to for Tiphera, I would definitely suggest checking this out. Again, for me personally, I do think that it is going to be something that, look, if you love characters like Haru and 9 and the one-shot heavy hitters, yes, I do think that she is going to be a must-pull because she just has buffs that no one else can really replicate in the game currently. But if you are someone who kind of stays away from those type of characters because you don't like the, oh, if I don't crit, everything's awful, you know, mentality that those characters can bring, then I think this is something that you just, like, hope to get in a future 50-50 that you lose and eventually, you know, build out the roster. But for me personally, I do really enjoy her. I think there's a lot more to her kit that, you know, was a bit surprising with the different builds. And with the casino support thing, I think if you really want to go all in and just having the sequencing of like always having to go through your turns, always min-maxing which archetypes we play at what time. Like, this is definitely a character that is going to require you to do a lot of thinking as you're going through the turns. But I will say we haven't really had anything like that so far in Chaos Zero Nightmare. So I want to give a shout out to the devs for giving us a little bit more build variety or player expression in the game when we start introducing characters like Tiphera. So hopefully we see more of this in the future from a overall character design, and does give me a lot of hope for what we might see in the future as well. But that is going to do it for today's stream. So for all those who have stopped by, if you're new, thank you for checking out the stream. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, as it does help out a ton. Again, I was apologizing once more. I'm gonna probably keep apologizing for the rest of the week that I was gone for like almost 2 weeks, because I was working the event for Bandai, and then I also got sick, and I'm still trying to come over, being sick completely. But new season, so we gotta jump on it and make sure that we're doing all the content and all that stuff. So I will have a showcase. Oops, not this build. Sorry, wrong build. I will have a showcase on this hopefully in the next day or two, once I find the right divines for Tiphera. But I'll have to wait and see if we can get the divines to go with it, because again, this is something that you really can't afford to brick on any turn, but it is certainly a lot of fun. So please look forward to that in a future video. So until next time, my friends, stay safe, stay hydrated, make sure to drink your water out there, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.